get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get...
And he's got it inside the 35. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road. You know, this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looking for a productive play on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Blue. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Oh, it's a reverse. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, this guy has got a lot of speed. They've got to try to be thoughtful in how they get him the football. They're going to throw it to him in this game, but how about using the jet sweep, getting him out to the outside, into the open field, and he shows you the burners.
The give to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Ewers. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Texas. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down.
Oh, look out! Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The give on the inside. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Looking down the middle. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. Ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Or did he find a hole in the defense? Oh, what a move! And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take them away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Feeling some heat. Safe completion on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the move, it's Jackson. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. He is down at the 1. A terrific perfect run after the throw and catch.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Scanning the field, it's Ewers. He's got it down the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
The end of the first quarter with the score LSU 14, Texas 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break.
Get set, get set.
They'll try to run for it. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got an open man. Open runway ahead. Touchdown Longhorns! What a grab and go for the score. Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And here come the horns. They got it again on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the sticks, it's Bond. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Defensively, you know you're going up against one of the best receivers in the game. 4 vertical is something you've seen on film a lot. And defensively, you're going to have to mix and match your coverages to try to slow this dude down.
It's a reverse. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can handle the football in many different ways, but I like it like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up. Hand him the football. He can shoot up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those critical yards you need to put you in better situations.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability to stop the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Texas! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Just about set to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.